English, and I wanted to choose a name that said everything without saying anything. So Ébène is a tree in Africa. So that was for the natural element, and it was also for where all things began. And then the harmony between nature and humanity is to let people know that when you buy these products, I'm connecting you to humanity, to nature. I'm bringing you back to your roots. So that's what the name means. It means organic, natural, from the motherland, from a Black woman, and connecting you back to your roots, connecting you back to nature, connecting you back to what is there for you to naturally take care of yourself. Because I feel like God did not put us here without giving us everything that we need to sustain ourselves already in nature. So that's what that was. And I remember when I first chose that name, my now ex-husband and a lot of people in his circle were discouraging me to not use the name Ébène. They were like, you're making a high quality product and you're calling it Ébène, which means that the people that have money are not gonna buy your products because they're gonna think it's only for Black people. And that comment really bothered me because it was so, to me, racist on so many levels. To assume that because you're Black, you don't have money to buy products, and because you're Black, you're not gonna like better quality. And it showed me that it was even more important for me to stick to the name Ébène and make sure that my people understood that these products were for them. And growing up in Haiti, Haitians like good products. We are raised to appreciate quality. We are raised in a way, like I was saying a little while ago, to be, high maintenance, to really like quality, things that are good, things that are natural, things that are made well. So when I come to America and I could not find these type of products accessible for myself, the natural thing to do was to make my own. And for them to assume that because my skin is dark and I want to wear my hair natural, that I don't know what quality is, showed me how small-minded that market was and how much of a need was needed for my people, because I'm sure that they wanted quality products. It just was not accessible to them. So, I remember when I first presented to Whole Foods, the gentleman shook his head. He's like, these products are not gonna sell. And I said, well, let's try. So we put them on the shelf, and as soon as they went on, because he said to me, I'm gonna give you 30 days. I said, okay. Put them on the shelf, sold out. Put them on the shelf again, sold out. I was in my very early 20s. I didn't understand how much of a big deal it was, what I was doing. I was like, okay, I use this product. I'm sure other people want them too. So, when I got the phone calls, hey, how about you just bought your products? And Russ sent her person to buy your products, and Snoop Dogg loves your hair gel. And I was like, wow. Because here are some people with money that wanted quality and it wasn't there for them. In this whole concept that they have that, Black folks would not appreciate quality, I showed them that there is such a market and you're not catering to it. So that was a big deal back then, and I was too young to realize how big of a deal it